Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the second video we've got for you today.
But a word from our sponsors. Check it out.
That was an intense workout.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, it smells like it was an intense workout. Oh man.
Yeah, I need some new deodorant. I don't know why. This is not working.
Because you're just painting hair. You have to get it on the skin. When was the last time you manscaped?
Hey man, it was a long winter.
Yeah, but you're not getting any of it on yet. Manscaped's not just for down there. It's for up here too, and everywhere you've got unwanted body hair. Take care of it, because you stink.
You wanna borrow my deodorant?
Oh god, no.
Guys, take care of your junk with Manscaped. The Lawnmower 4.0 keeps things clean and tidy, and the amazing body wash keeps you springtime fresh. Go to manscaped.com/Angry Joe Show for 20% off and free shipping today. Guys, visit the links down below for Manscaped. They know how to take care of you, especially this summer. And in AJS news, it was my birthday yesterday, so where's the Golden Review? Well, I fucking was hanging out with friends and family, okay? The Golden Review had to get delayed. I know it's super delayed. It's going to get like, I don't know, 1,000 views. I don't give a fuck. We will put one out. I'll have it maybe towards the end of the week. Or maybe sooner. So thank you for your patience on that. And it is release week for Warhammer 40,000. I've been upgrading my studio, so we'll have Warhammer Wednesday, some new content there. And then I think this is also the week of Aliens and Final Fantasy, a new Final Fantasy towards the end of the week. And Friday, we'll explore those. All right, guys. So lots of content coming. And yeah, let's jump into part 2 of the news. Alex, what the hell is happening?
Sadness.
What else? Oh, no, sadness.
Oh,
Great sadness. Don't tell me that.
Case of the Mondays.
You got a case of the Mondays. I want you to know, and I'm looking at you, whoever you are that downloaded Diablo Immortal, that I hate you. I hate you. Diablo Immortal made $525 million in its first year.
$500 million.
Its title was downloaded 22 million times since its release. And this is not even all of them, because there's no way to account for people who played on PC. There's no way to account from third-party Android marketplaces in China. But it's at least that amount of money. So when you are old, or maybe in a couple years, and you're like, you know what, where'd all the big AAA games go? Why is it that we only get one or two like really cool things and all the big companies are focusing on garbage? It's because while you were shitting, you were clicking on buy gems. And so when you bought gems,
You fucked us all over. And in fact, you know what's even sadder than that is this new generation would be like, what? That's how it's always been. You know what I mean? So they're not even going to notice anything.
We're the old guys, just like.
We're the old guys. Hey, you remember when gaming was really good?
Yeah.
You remember.
So making tons of money, lots of stuff to come from them. They're still monetizing it. They're still playing it. Blizzard also announced that Diablo 4 has made, I don't believe them. They picked the exact moment, 666 million generated in only 5 days. And so that is including sales and microtransactions within Diablo, because those are selling very well, because it's hard to run around without seeing someone with paid shit on.
Yep. That is unfortunate.
I'm not going to adapt to this. I'm going to continue.
The bastardization of RPGs. So Overwatch kind of fucked us with the free-to-play model from, the skins and shit, and now they're going to get into RPGs and influence all future RPGs. If you like the armor, if you like looking cool,
$50.
We're gonna make every single drop. You wanna spend some money.
Yeah,
$1.99 to pick up this armor set.
It's $25.
$25 to pick up this armor set.
Sets and stuff.
We would be so lucky if it was $1.99.
Yeah, that's definitely
what I'm saying. The reason why I chose a small amount is because I'm talking about, as this gets worse and worse, you're seeing those in a store that'll be in addition to the ones you find in the dungeon. I'm talking about you go in the dungeon, and the ones that drop there, in order to pick it up, you have to do $1.99.
Even with Diablo Immortal's weird launch, because remember they were delayed in China for a while. We don't have any of the PC information. Even with this figures, they were the 15th fastest mobile game to reach $500 million in global spending. They got beat by Fantasy Westward Journey, Fortnite, Dragon Quest Walk, Candy Crush. I'm going to skip a couple.
It's the
lineage
power
too,
of
but like they're up
name
there.
recognition.
Yeah. So, I mean, they beat Call of Duty Mobile. They beat AFK Arena. So,
Genshin
And to-
Impact. Where's that one?
Genshin Impact is number 3.
Number
They
3.
did it in
And
4
to be
months.
fair, it is due to combining it with actual game mechanics.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the mobile game version of it looks kind of good, and it plays kind of good because it's the formula of Diablo.
Yeah.
But morally, I can't support it because I know what the underlying point of it is. It's that $500 million in microtransactions.
thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get those legendary gems. And
Gamifying
Yeah.
the progression systems
Yeah.
and competitiveness of the game.
well, I mean, that's what Diablo's about, grinding for incremental advantage. And you're like, shit, man, I spent 60 hours grinding. I barely got this new thing. And it's like, well, maybe I spend $5 today. And that's how they
what
get
gets you.
you. It just becomes easier and easier, and it's just unfortunate. So, that's that.
Yeah. Way to start that off.
Yeah.
So yes, I am now depressed on Monday
Yeah.
because that will spread over to other
Oh, it is going to. It is
other
going to.
franchises. So if we're talking Activision, Blizzard, maybe a future Warcraft, Starcraft, mobile.
StarCraft mobile games for
bullshit,
sure coming. Like,
Yeah.
it's for sure coming. All right.
Command and Conquer. You have to make those fail. The core audience has to make those fail. And in this case, the core audience made that one succeed.
Yeah. All right. Embracer has announced. Embracer Group is massive group. They own a huge amount of video game companies. They were on a buying spree this year. They actually recently announced they had a $2 billion purchase fall through pretty much as they were getting ready to sign the document. It didn't work out the way that they wanted it to. And so right now, according to the CEO, there's going to be some layoffs. He says it's too early to give an exact
But they
forecast.
saved $2 billion.
I know. I was like,
Well,
what?
They were looking to invest $2 billion, which is
Invest.
it was a little bit different. So he says they're looking to better optimize the use of Embracer resources, and it's probably say that there's going to be some closing of studios and termination
No.
of projects. They haven't been announced like which ones are going to. There's a lot of talk of just re-shifting around things. It's like, look, if we own 500 companies, we don't need to own 500 companies. We can own 40 companies, and we lose a lot of the overhead of just managing some of these things, but we get to keep the employees. So hopefully that's the route that they go. But it's looking like they're going to need to cut
Quite a
a
bit.
couple hundred people
Damn, that
across
sucks.
all of their.
'Cause I like some of Embracer Group's, satellites and companies like THQ Nordic, really, really fucking cool ass people. But I don't know how, because Embracer Group owns a lot.
Oh, they own a lot.
So
they were then on
something's
spending spree.
underperforming, something's performing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Right now, they look like they're in a building phase. They're setting up to. They mentioned they want to focus on the IPs that they currently own and like really make sure that they're making use of those. So we will let you know if there's going to be any studio closures.
Yeah.
Todd Howard says.
Todd Howard.
Known liar Todd Howard. You can climb that mountain. Said that.
You can climb the mountain, but there's no 300 endings and 16 times the detail.
We were talking about 1,000 planets, right? And so everyone's
Yes.
like, man, that's going to be that planet's going to be brown, but with brown lumps. And like that one's going to be green with green lumps. and that
Yeah,
one's
when
gonna be
you
brown
were
with green
showing
lumps, and
the galaxy, I think a lot of gamers got concerned that they're all going to be procedurally generated.
yeah, and so what Todd Howard has said is they won't all be boring procedurally generated globes and contain more handcrafted work than Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, it's
Yeah.
looking like there's going to be quite a few planets, specifically
Yeah.
maybe some procedurally generated terrain, trees, bushes, but hey man, make sure that there's a cave with like a haunted cave with space ghosts, and make sure that there's a cool, the Ewok village
Don't
over
get me
there.
hyped like that.
Perfect. Hey, hire Alex because I was like, how do we
watch
make
that.
these planets interesting? That was a good idea. Don't think it's in the game since they're kind of going this realistic NASA thing, but I
Cave
would like for it
ghosts?
to be in the game.
Yeah, well, maybe they're not actual ghosts, but they're what we interpret as
Sharks.
ghosts. In street
Alien
sharks?
ghosts.
No, like that movie, dark shark or shark side of the moon.
Shark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
sharks out there.
A fucking Sharknado in the goddamn
No, they're
dark
shark,
side
they're
of
shark
the moon.
people.
Shark
in the
people.
moon.
Yeah. What about biker mice?
Yes.
Sure.
From outer
Little
space. Let's
teaser.
do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Well, they're not putting the Skyrim grandma on it. That was disappointing.
She said she wasn't necessarily interested, and so I read that, and she's like,
Maybe she said that because
"Nah."
nobody talked to her.
Yeah, but she's like, no, I'm interested in Elder Scrolls 6. It's like,
Like,
you and
grandma,
me, Grandma. I
we can
want.
forever immortalize you. Plus, we'll pay you $1,000. It's good for everybody, but I guess they just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the play, and that's good because honestly, if there's just enough, if it was just they just said it's more than Fallout 4, and that's all we really needed, and it's more than Elder Scrolls, and I'm like, that is satisfying. I would be happy with that. So more than both of those, then
I'm already excited.
We're good. And then I don't mind procedurally generated. I was ready for almost all of them to be procedurally generated outside of those 7 cities that we know about, and I still probably would have been happy.
Now, Todd Howard also says this kind of stuff a lot. He's like, this is more content than Fallout 4 and Skyrim. And about Fallout 4, he said it has more dialogue than Fallout 3 and Skyrim. And about, he likes to do that before because the games are getting bigger and better.
Yes.
And I hope this is the time where Todd Howard wasn't lying to us.
Yeah,
and maybe,
that would be nice.
And maybe it was the reason that he split camera time with everyone else who works at the company. Is
I
he wanted
noticed
to make
that.
them the liar
I
this time.
noticed that.
Yeah. So it's
but
like,
we're still going to blame Todd.
Yeah.
Because he's in charge. And honestly, Todd has 2 more chances. I got a quick news story here I just saw. Todd has 2 more chances not to be known liar. That would be Starfield. And then after Starfield, Todd Howard thinks the Elder Scrolls 6 may be his last hurrah. I'm not getting any younger, he says. He thinks he might be a little too elder for the Elder Scrolls 7 whenever that comes out. So Todd has 2 more chances. Maybe there might be a spinoff or something in between, but he's got 2 chances to be known truth teller.
Yeah, truth teller.
Known truth teller Todd Howard.
I think they're just going to do DLCs. I think that they've definitely understood that everyone loves to mod their games and say, "Oh, you did all this amazing work. Maybe we'll borrow from that." Kind of like CD Projekt did. They're like, "Look, all these mods are amazing.
Yep.
Let's use some of them." Now, unfortunately, they put realistic genitals in the game on accident. Maybe no, but
Fortunate.
yeah,
Unfortunate. Fortunate.
fortunate. All right, the FTC this week, there's all sorts of ongoing stuff with them and Microsoft and Activision deal. The FTC heard wind, apparently, that Microsoft was looking to close this deal soon. And they're like, whoa, we didn't approve any of that. I want to, they filed, they said, no, you cannot do that. And so the U.S. court has granted the FTC its temporary restraining order, blocking Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard until the Commission's request for an injunction is considered. Again, only the U.S. and the U.K. Are the people saying that it can't, they can't do that. The FTC, let me see if I'll give you the
FTC and the BBC.
They said that the deal would substantially lessen competition or tend to create a monopoly, would have the ability and increase incentive to withhold or degrade Activision's valuable gaming content to undermine its competitors. It's a bunch of people who don't know how the video game industry works. It's because otherwise we wouldn't let anyone purchase anyone in this industry because it's exactly what happens here. But that's it. That's the thing. All right.
Okay. Well, we will continue to report on it until that fucking sales go through because we know that sale is going through because I got so much goddamn money.
They just need to stay
You
silent
can't
until they
stop
sign
money.
the paper. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone, quiet.
Well,
Till
you
we
don't.
sign.
No, I mean,
you
they're
don't,
not gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, you don't want to do it when a bunch of government agencies have told you not to do it yet, because then you run into some potential problems. I don't know. You don't want to step on those toes.
The
Rockstar.
implications.
Yeah, Rockstar.
Is pretty shitty.
Oh, yes, they're continuing to be shitty.
Yeah,
God damn
Grand Theft Auto. They have taken away.
You're going to tell me something about microtransactions in their stupid fucking online mode.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Because we're talking about Rockstar.
Yeah,
and that's what they've become now, even though they create the greatest open world games of all time. It's like you got to take the bad with the good, is what's happening. And we just got to make sure we limit the bad.
Yeah. So GTA Plus is a new thing where you can subscribe. It's a premium offering through the Vinewood Car Club, so GTA Plus Club players can get access to it. But what they did is they said, we're going to take about 200 cars out of the game, but don't worry. What specifically did they call? These are lesser used vehicles that have been removed from dealership websites to streamline the shopping experience. These will occasionally be made available in other ways, including at the Diamond Casino. Remember, their online casino that children actually use.
I cannot believe that.
And then the Resort Lucky
Alex,
Wheel.
streamline the shopping experience.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing the way they word that. So initially when you walked in the store, you have 50 options, and now you only have 3. And what do they say? Oh, yeah, well, we're kind of screwing you over so that you have to buy these through a different package. No, we are streamlining your buying experience.
That's so fucking.
I fucking hate marketing speak so bad. Corporate BS speak is my I love hearing it, and I fucking hate it at the same time because it's just so creatively bankrupt. It's actually creative and then morally bankrupt. Yeah.
The problem that most of the players have is like these aren't lesser used vehicles. These are vehicles that people used all the time, and now it's just like, wait a minute, you took 200 vehicles that we already had out, and now you're gonna put them behind a paywall that you want me to pay monthly for your 10-year-old fucking game that already has a casino in it, a child casino.
Thank you.
So,
if you want to do that stupid shit, here's how you do it. You create 200 more cars, and then you fucking do that.
That's work.
But you don't fucking take cars that people are already buying or that were already available for sale and then lock them behind the stupid fucking plus mode. Which I'm surprised there wasn't even a plus mode already, because if fucking Fallout 76 had a goddamn plus mode subscription service, then I was, that was coming anyway. Fuck.
I don't know. A lot of people are saying that it's like, look, there's a car called the Sterling GT. It's the most competitive vehicle, one of the most competitive vehicles in a specific class. And in that case, the GT is still available for purchase, but behind the paywall. So it's just like, look, it's not lesser used vehicles. They're vehicles that they knew damn well. There's some shitty ones that no one were going to use, but they also made sure the competitive ones were taken.
Right,
of course.
And then they point to the shitty ones only and ignore the good ones that they know are going to sell the service.
Yeah. So while they're doing this, Red Dead Online is been dead over there in the corner for about a whole solid year because they don't want to support that because it didn't have an actual casino. But whatever. We'll get GTA 6, and I'm sure that instead of being a 10-year project, that'll be a 20-year project with...
It'll be a live service.
Which is weird because, in the Wild West, they played a lot of poker and gambling games. You would think that they would have something similar.
They need slot machines. It's easier.
All right. That's what I got. You had a couple, right?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I had one or two. It's Aliens, one of my favorite movies of all time, continues to get video games. I'm surprised, and I hope they turn out well. The latest one is Aliens Dark Descent. So there is a story trailer out, and this is, if you need reminding, it is an Aliens RTS. What? Not since fucking the days of Blockbuster when I rented fucking AVP. What was that called? Extermination, something like that. Was there an RTS where you could be Predator, Aliens, and Marines? But this is a squad-based RTS top-down kind of thing. And so they just revealed the story recently. This game comes out tomorrow, so it's something that we'll definitely be looking into. You can find it on Steam, not for $70. Good. Not for $60. Good. All right. $40.
80.
So we'll see. It's one of those, and it's developed by friends of ours. Fire the Weapons. Fire the Weapons in Angry Army lore. It's Tindalos Interactive, who made the Battlefleet Gothic Armada games. So, gosh, man, it's like we went and we flew and we visited them, and I never really got to cover Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, which was great, and this one is like releasing right when I'm like busy with all. So it's just so busy. I want to let you know about Aliens Dark Descent, which comes out tomorrow. So maybe we'll check it out and let you know if it's good or not. Keep your eye out on it. Yeah, That's basically it. Some of the ones I had, you've already covered. So, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff coming this week. I'm very excited for tabletop industry and gaming in general because Warhammer 40,000 is coming out, the 10th edition. We've got some content on Wednesday. And then towards the end of the week, you've got Final Fantasy and this Aliens game. So looking forward to all that, as well as putting together the Golem Angry review and then moving on to what's next. All right, guys, we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.